Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Super Luigi Galaxy. Last time, we made our way back into the engine room once more to collect the remaining stars that we had available thanks to purple comets. And now, that's yet another set of galaxies in a dome fully completed. We have one more dome to revisit, which is the garden, and thankfully there's already a purple comet here in orbit, so let's go ahead and get ourselves our 20 lives here from Princess Peach and make our way up into the garden. Maybe we can use these 20 lives to plant up into the garden and grow more lives. You know what they say, recycling is good for the environment after all. And planting these down like beans, maybe we'll get ourselves a whole bunch of extra lives out of it. That'd be really nice. And you know what? It's gonna get me a life now. See that? My ideas are already coming into fortune, giving me 25 lives to start with. So let's go ahead and take our warp point up to the very top of the Comet Observatory here and head into our final dome here, the garden. Back into the garden, let's see what is our first purple comet. Looks like it's at Deep Dark Galaxy. So let's go ahead and head to Deep Dark. A purple comet is in orbit here at Deep Dark Galaxy, bringing us Plunder the Purple Coins. Jumping in, we can see a whole bunch of purple coins scattered all across the ghost ship here in Deep Dark Galaxy. So that's good to actually see from that said intro section, because now we know we're only going to be in this small portion of Deep Dark Galaxy where the ghost ship was located, so that's helpful. We don't have to explore a big open area. The first thing I'm gonna do is jump in the water and grab this coin in the very back, because that coin, very, very easy to miss due to how the camera is here in this pool. Very easy to miss that coin due to the camera just obscuring the coin from your vision, so let's grab it immediately and grab all these coins down below as fast as we can as well, because I don't have that much air when I spam the spin attack here underwater, so I gotta be moving, but the spin attack does have like a big radius to it when it's underwater like that, so spinning around will help you collect a whole bunch of purple coins relatively easily at the cost of your air meter. Wow, what's a ghost ship doing here? Scared? Don't worry, I'll protect you. If any ghosts come out, I'll send them running scared. Too bad I don't see any ghosts. No ghosts here. Too bad you don't get to see me in action. Want to bet? Have fun. Get him. Ghost! So much for the tough warrior here, huh? I spoke too soon. Did that ghost run away? You know what? We're not gonna tell him he did that. We're not gonna tell him he actually did kill a boo. Because when he actually does do that for the first time on his own, it's gonna give him the confidence he really needs to succeed in life. That'll really surprise the heck out of him knowing that, oh wow, the back of my forehead is a boo killing machine. Normally it's the light in front of you that would kill the boo, as boos are very, very weak to bright lights, but that one, I guess also very weak to toad heads. Nope, I don't see any purple coins hidden in the dirt. At least we don't have to worry about digging. This toad's doing all the digging for us, and he hasn't found anything useful. I ain't a star bit. We're the ones that found star bits. Ourselves another coin here in the fire. Same for here. Probably shouldn't be burning all these coins right away. No pun intended on that one. Because if we are going to be running low on coins from swimming down in the water, then yeah, I don't want to be taking all my said coins away immediately. Not the best idea. Hi there! Hello. How are you doing, sir? Any purple coins in these boxes? No, more coins. I guess I'm wasting more money. This is unfortunate, but I want to check everything around here to see, are there any purple coins hidden in any objects? As you just seen, no. All the purple coins here are in plain sight, so you don't have to worry about a purple coin being hidden in an object of any kind. So they're not hidden in any enemies or any boxes. They're just out in the open, which are very easy spots for you to see for the most part here. Some of these might be obscured by the camera, but other than that, you can easily find these purple coins just by looking around the area. And that's pretty much all you gotta do. No extra little platforming challenges. You don't have to kill enemies for these. They're just here ready for the grab. Just simple as that. Run in front of them and grab them. Or jump to them, or swim to them, you name it. Wanna get those purple coins out there? Break out the long jump. Well, first things first, I'm gonna break out the backwards flip. And now we break out the long jump. They get this one at the very top. Very, very nerve-wracking, because if you miss that one, climb back up to get it, which is not the most ideal situation, but hey, it's fine. You could also wall jump off of that stalactite if you get the right jump off of it, but you're better off leaving that purple coin for last if you're on the top section here of this ghost ship, because then you can just go immediately into the water and grab the purple coins here, which is what I opt to do. So let's just go ahead and grab all these purple coins on the side and the back portions here of this ghost ship, and then we'll dive down into the water here and get our purple coins down below. Keep an eye on that air meter, but we are going to be spinning around a lot here to grab ourselves these coins with Luigi's spin. So I'm gonna grab these here real quick, and no time to talk, I gotta go, I'm gonna drown if I'm not here. There we go, got all my air back just in time. Kind of get a little close, and we don't really have any more coins here anymore, so we gotta be very careful with our health. I got a level 1 Snork Toad certification! Well, I'm glad you told me that, because I couldn't read what you were saying. My drowning meter was in front of you the whole time. Not the most ideal spot to have a drowning meter, but hey, sometimes you can't help it. We're missing one more purple coin here somewhere, but thankfully, we have ourselves these toads that can help us. There it is, it's just right next to our snorkel man. It's one of the coins I couldn't grab because I was drowning to death. A very good reason as to why you're not gonna stay in the water searching for more coins. Life is more important than money. I mean, that's just kind of proven at this point. Let's go ahead and grab our power star and get out of here. With this star collected, that's all the stars in Deep Dark Galaxy. That's another galaxy fully completed. And now, 2 more stars to collect before we hit that magical 120 power star number, and hopefully that's going to be enough stars for Rosalina to get us to the center of the universe. If not, I have no idea how we're going to get there this time, because last time 60 wasn't enough, even though I had 104. So I'm really banking on this 120 star thing. Our next purple comet in orbit here is at Melty Molten Galaxy. Let's go ahead and jump straight into Melty Molten. Purple Comet, here's at orbit at Melty Molten, bringing us red hot purple coins. Jumping in, we can see a whole bunch of purple coins in the first fiery structure here of Melty Molten Galaxy. Want to be very careful getting these coins, as a lot of them are above lava, so we're gonna need to watch our footing here. But thankfully, right in the very beginning of the level, they give us a life shroom. That's very convenient. So now we got ourselves 3 extra hits to work with right from the very beginning. And there are some coins scattered around the level here, so thankfully, if we do take damage, we can get our health back. So we've got to be careful here, but we can be a little bit more reckless, just not too reckless to get these coins. In some sections, we're gonna have to dance with danger and jump over the lava anyways, so it's good to pick up that life stream right in the very beginning. Just makes things a little bit more comfortable on you. I'm gonna take the damage intentionally there just to grab myself that 1 purple coin, make things just a little bit easier on me. And keep yourself at least at 4 health, because as long as you're above 3 health, you won't lose your extra 3 hits. But once you go down to 3 hits, the life shroom is gone as a reminder. So, want to just keep ourselves at 4 hits at the least amount, just to make sure we keep our life shroom at all times. Be very careful here with these platforms shrinking down into the lava here, because you don't want these platforms to fall too far down, because then we'll get burned in the process. So be very careful. Jump on the backside here, wall jump off to get ourselves another coin, and grab ourselves some star bits, which we really don't need, but you know, I like me bits. Star bits. Being very careful here not to get hit by the fire geysers and collect the coins along the way. And from here, don't know how that wasn't a backwards flip, but that's fine. I'll just backwards jump instead. This is fine. Ground pound this switch here, which, oh, great timing. I'm burning my rear end. Thank you, I appreciate it. Like frame 1 of the fire coming out that I touched the wall. Not ideal timing. This is fine. You have more than enough health opportunities to work with. Well, I left one of our enemies alive, because then if I do need a coin, then I can get one from him. Although this is nerve-wracking. Nice camera, by the way. Thankfully, we can spin to get a little more height from our wall jumps. If we didn't do that, yeah, I definitely think we would be some fried Luigi right now. Very careful to grab that specific purple coin. I don't recommend leaving that purple coin above the lava as your final purple coin to collect, because needless to say, collecting a purple coin over a damage source can be really problematic, because you lose access to your controls there, and yeah, that can easily kill you. So don't leave that as your final collectible. Doubly so if you're at 1 health. That can end very poorly. Be careful here jumping around these platforms to grab ourselves these purple coins. And now just taking our time, climbing up to grab ourselves our remaining set of purple coins here in this little set of platforms. I want to be very careful on this lineup, because I can just jump up to grab our final coin to spawn in our power star. And once I get control of Luigi, I can do a spin and hopefully get on top, which unfortunately we missed because of how the camera changed. This is fine, because we were able to just correct ourselves. And man, the camera really is not cooperating with me in this area. It's perfectly fine, because we're at least in a safe zone, getting ourselves our final power star of Melty Molten Galaxy. And that's yet another galaxy fully completed, which means there's one more galaxy left here, and hopefully the purple comet's in orbit, because I don't want to have to go and move one comet, and that's it. Like, there's no more comets that can be in orbit. It's literally just this one. So hopefully it's at Dreadnought Galaxy. Otherwise, I'm gonna be a sad Luigi. Thankfully, I'm a happy Luigi, as Dreadnought Galaxy has its purple comet in orbit. Let's go tackle our final purple comet here in Super Luigi Galaxy. Our final purple comet here in Dreadnought Galaxy is Battle Station's purple coins. Jumping in, we can see a whole bunch of purple coins floating in the abyss of space next to the battle station here at Dreadnought Galaxy. I hope you're ready to collect a whole bunch of purple coins in an auto-scroller, because that marks our final purple comet mission here in Super Luigi Galaxy. So, this level here is very similar to the purple coin mission that we had back at Battle Rock Galaxy, where we have to collect all 100 purple coins in the said level in an auto-scroller. And if we miss even a single one of these coins, then we're not getting the power star. But just like with Battle Rock Galaxy, there is a junk robot at the end that will see how many coins you collect, and if you don't get all 100 coins, they will send you back to the beginning of the said level by force. So if you don't collect all the coins, you will lose a life to start back over, but you don't have to leave the galaxy at least to try again. It is a little unfortunate you do lose a life for this, but they do put an extra life in the very beginning here along with a life shroom. So thankfully, you get yourself some extra goodies here in the very beginning every time you're playing this said mission here in Dreadnought, which is helpful because honestly, this is probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest star to collect in the entire game. It's definitely one of the hardest purple coin missions. That's one of the definite facts, I will definitely say. but a lot of definites in that sense. But if you take your time with this one and just watch out for the cannons, then it's not terrible. The hardest thing to work with, I would feel, in this level is more the gravity than the actual obstacles themselves. And remember, in the very beginning, you get to collect some star bits. You can use those said star bits to shoot down some of the cannonballs being shot your way. So keep that in mind as well to make your life a little bit easier here going through this said level. But here we are at the very end. I'm gonna wait for you to shoot out some shockwaves because I want to hit this question mark coin to see it is indeed some star bits. Well, let's go ahead and take this launch star to grab our final purple coin, getting ourselves our final power star here in Dreadnought Galaxy. You did it! Wow, you really worked for it. Yes, I did. Let's go ahead and grab our final star of Dreadnought Galaxy. So before we leave Dreadnought Galaxy, I want to talk about what happens if you get to the end of this level without all 100 purple coins. Just like with Battle Rock Galaxy, this purple coin mission has you collecting purple coins in an auto-scrolling section. So if you miss even one coin due to either a bad jump or just bad timing, now you have to just play the entire level all over again, as there's no way for you to backtrack in this level to grab that said coin you missed. So this is what happens if you make it all the way to the end of Dreadnought Galaxy without all 100 purple coins. What? You got 99 purple coins? I have to be honest, I feel bad for you. It's a disgrace. See you later. So just like with Battle Rock Galaxy's purple coin mission, if you don't collect all 100 purple coins in one go and you make it to the end, you're basically told, "Ha, you suck. I'll go back and do it again." So what happens if you do end up getting to the end of this said galaxy with 0 purple coins collected? Just like with Battle Rock Galaxy, it is possible for you to make it all the way to the very end of this whole auto-scrolling section without grabbing a single purple coin, thanks to a hidden sling star that's right next to the launch star at the very end of the level. If you manage to get to the very end of Dreadnought Galaxy with 0 purple coins collected, then this is the message you will receive. 0? 0? Not even a single purple coin? You must have done that on purpose. That might impress some, but this old bag of bolts doesn't take kindly to that kind of stunt. See you later. Nice little flavor text you get, making it all the way to the end of this level without a single coin collected, as that is a hard feat to accomplish. But now with that message seen, let's make our way back to the observatory. Now with this star collected, that makes 120 power stars fully collected here in Super Luigi Galaxy. That's our final galaxy completed and our final dome. That is all the stars we needed, according to Rosalina, to go to another world. So let's go ahead and save our game. And now with that, let's see if Rosalina has anything new to say to us, now that we have 120 power stars. We now have enough star power to go to another world. But before that, you must help your special one. Are you prepared to travel to the center in the universe? Not just yet. Please speak to me again when you are ready. Now that we have ourselves 120 power stars, we should hopefully, without any more issues, Rosalina, not naming any names, we should hopefully be able to go to the center of the universe and confront Bowser face to face. And then from there, go to another world, as Rosalina says. But before we head our way to the center of the universe, I do want to talk about my co-star friend. So let's go ahead at this point and jump into a galaxy and just see exactly what my co-star friend can do for me. So on the file select screen, you may notice that anytime you boot into your file here in Super Luigi Galaxy, that there is this P2 icon that's glowing, talking about co-star play. So let's go ahead and click on this P2 icon and see what it's all about. Play co-star mode with 2 people. 2 people can play together. Open the menu with the minus button and select co-star mode. When you see an orange cursor, you're ready to play. Grab star bits together. Collect star bits with the orange cursor. Aim the orange cursor and press the SR button to shoot star bits. What happens if you hit an enemy with a star bit? Point and press the right button to help. Point at enemies and press the right button to stop them. If you shake bushes, star bits or coins might pop out. Make Mario jump. Well, that seems a little bit of a wrong statement. That should be making Luigi jump. Let's just fix that really quick. Just gonna scribble that out. There you go. Luigi. Point at Luigi with the orange cursor, and then press the right button to make him jump. Point the orange cursor when he's airborne, and press the right button again to make him spin. Use the co-star super jump. Point at Luigi with the orange cursor, and if both players press the right button at the same time, he'll perform an extra high super jump. So all this stuff about the co-star mode sounds like some pretty helpful information and just some cool things that player 2 can do to help player 1 along their journey. So let's go ahead and jump into our file and play with a friend. So we're back here now in the terrace with our co-star friend active. We can see an orange cursor now on the screen with player 1 and player 2 dictating who has what cursor, and now player 2 can start pointing around the screen, shoot star bits. You can point at Luigi and press the A button to make him jump, and you can also press the button once again when Luigi's in the air to make him spin. So what do you say we demonstrate how co-star mode here works by heading back into Good Egg Galaxy. In that little tutorial screen we saw back at the main menu, we were given the rundown all these different things that the second player can do while playing in co-star mode here in Super Luigi Galaxy. So once we jump back into Good Egg Galaxy, we'll start seeing a lot of these actions come into play. So first things first, if player 2 points their cursor at an enemy, you can shoot them with star bits and stun them, just like how player 1 can do the same with their cursor. But you can also press the A button to freeze an enemy in place. This makes it easier for Luigi to walk up to an enemy and then attack it with a spin or just stomping on its head. So player 2 having the ability to freeze enemies can be really helpful for combat. And we can also use the pointer to do some extra stuff here with our jump. So if player 1 and player 2 time their jumps correctly, you can get this extra height jump by just pressing the buttons simultaneously and doing one jump to get the same height as a triple jump, which is really handy in a pinch. It's a little bit hard to pull off timing wise, but if you can do so, it can get you to some areas you're not supposed to be able to get to very, very easily. Player 2 can also use their cursor to freeze objects like these rocks moving around here on the set planetoid, which makes it easier for Luigi to traverse areas without hazards getting in his way. While we're here in Good Egg Galaxy, I want to talk about a very interesting little Easter egg that this game has, and that is related to these coconuts. Because they're no longer coconuts. Now, all the coconuts in this game have been transformed into watermelons, thanks to Luigi now having a total of 9,999 star bits in total collected. It's a very random and interesting Easter egg, but still a cool little touch once you get max star bits. But now we're making our way to the boss here in Good Egg Galaxy. So here's King Caliente, and now with player 2 by our side, we can use co-star mode here to interact with this boss fight. So we can't stun King Caliente directly, but player 2 can interact with the projectiles that King Caliente shoots out at Luigi. So the coconut, or in this case the watermelon, player 2 can freeze in place. The fireballs, player 2 could just knock them out of the orbit. And when the enemies spawn in during the third and final hit, then player 2 can push the enemies out of the way while not directly killing them. This can help Luigi just make his way through this fight a lot easier. Now, in terms of how co-star works when you're playing one of the gimmick levels here in Super Luigi Galaxy, like here in Loop-de-Loop Galaxy on the back of the Mana Ray, player 1 can't use their cursor in this state, so if there are star bits around the field that you want to collect, you're just not doing that. Thankfully though, player 2's cursor does work when you're on the back of the Mana Ray, so you can use player 2's cursor to collect star bits that you wouldn't be able to reach normally unless they're in view from a platform that Luigi can stand on after the race is completed. The same kind of principle applies to the rolling ball as well. So here in Rolling Green Galaxy, when Luigi gets on the ball, player 1 can still use their cursor to aim around the screen, but their cursor is going to get really messed up after a while due to you moving around your Joy-Con very frequently here, and because of this, you're not going to be able to aim all that well to collect a bunch of star bits. Thankfully, player 2 doesn't really have to worry about this, and their cursor can freely move around the screen. You can freeze enemies with the A button like you can in a normal level, but you cannot freeze the rolling ball to stop Luigi in their tracks. Same for the idea of jumping. Player 2 will not be forcing Luigi to jump while on the rolling ball, which if you ask me, is a positive thing, because imagine player 2 messing with your jump when you're trying to just move around safely on the ball. It'd be pretty chaotic. Our last gimmick is at Bubble Breeze Galaxy that we're going to be taking a look at here with co-star mode, but while we're here, I do want to mention that the fruits here on the ground, this is actually something that player 2 can interact with, as if you press the A button here around these said fruits, you'll smack them around just like how Luigi would using the spin attack, which could be really helpful if there's enemies nearby. You can use that said power to just flop these fruits around and smack an enemy in the face, which will help out player 1. In terms of what the cursor can do here when Luigi is in the bubble, it's really not much of anything. It's basically the same actions as player 1 in this case, where you can only really use star bits to interact with the area around you by shooting down mines. Player 2 cannot interact with Luigi inside of the bubble, so he can't be freezing you, he can't be freezing any of the objects around unless it's something that can be frozen, say like a bullet bill, but that's pretty much it. Player 2 will just be an extra cursor here to shoot out star bits, which will help Luigi traverse safer in areas with a bunch of mines. Getting into more of the unique attributes that the co-star is able to just do in general and interact with. Platforms. Player 2 not only can freeze enemies, but also platforms here that would normally disappear once Luigi steps on them. But keep in mind that the yellow rotating platforms here in Toy Time Galaxy, those are platforms that are the exception to the said rule. Co-star cannot freeze those in place, it's only the green platforms. Which, a little unfortunate, you can't freeze the rotating platforms like you can with the disappearing ones, but this is a limitation you should keep in mind. Since the co-star can freeze so many different items and enemies in Super Luigi Galaxy, it's really useful to have a second player playing along with you in levels that have a bunch of cannons, say the Purple Coin mission back in Dreadnought Galaxy. Player 2 can freeze all of the cannonball shots, while player 1 focuses on playing the level. So even when you don't have any star bits to shoot down these cannons on your own, player 2 can at least freeze these cannonballs in place, and other cannonballs can run into each other, destroying themselves in the process. But player 2 does have to be careful where they're freezing items in the air, as you might think you'll be able to help someone while freezing a cannonball somewhere, but it might become a problem down the road, and now player 2 could be a hindrance. But keep in mind, player 2 can't freeze everything in Super Luigi Galaxy, so you're gonna just have to experiment around to see what objects and what enemies react to player 2's cursor, as some things can be frozen, while other things that you'd like to be frozen, say like thwomps, yeah, that's not gonna work, and if you try to freeze an enemy that you can't freeze, it could end in pain. To wrap up our time here spent in co-star mode, let's go ahead and rematch Bowser back in Bowser's Fiery Stronghold, back in the fountain. And this will be a good demonstration to see what exactly player 2 is able to interact with and what objects or attacks that player 2 is unable to do anything about. So in this boss fight, Bowser loves to use his shockwave attacks, which player 2 isn't able to interact with in any fashion. Player 2 also isn't able to freeze Bowser in place, which this is something we should be able to assume based on the fact that we weren't able to freeze King Caliente back in Good Egg Galaxy, only his projectiles. Player 1 will be in charge of attacking Bowser. Player 2, on the other hand, will have one very important role in this boss fight, and that is to stop Bowser's fireballs in place. This is the one attack that player 2 can interact with here in this boss fight, as fireballs are our projectile from Bowser, which any kind of projectile player 2 is able to interact with here in this set fight. So this works out in our favor, making this Bowser fight a lot easier on the player. If you have a friend over and you just want an easier time making your way through Super Luigi Galaxy, whether it be one of the harder levels or even some of the boss fights, I recommend connecting a second controller and activating co-star mode to play with a buddy and having player 2 just make things a lot easier. A lot of people joke around and say that the co-star mode in Super Luigi Galaxy is what people would say little brother mode, as player 2 can't really do all that many different tasks, but the things that player 2 is able to do, it is still really helpful for player 1. So if you had someone over that just wanted to watch you play a game but didn't really want to play it themselves, I say co-star mode is a perfect little companion piece for Super Luigi Galaxy. It's co-op mode without having a second character in it, but still player 2 does a lot to help player 1. But now, let's go ahead and collect our translucent Grand Star and head back to the Comet Observatory. So that was Bowser's Fiery Stronghold, completed once again. Playing through a level after you've already collected the star, you will see a translucent star just like so, even if it is a Grand Star. And collecting that will not count towards your star total, but it does bring you back to the Comet Observatory. So, now with Bowser defeated, with a friend by our side, now we are ready to make our way to the center of the universe. But there is still one more thing that I would like to take a look at, and we'll be doing that in the next episode. Next time on Let's Play Super Luigi Galaxy, I think it's about time that we heard Rosalina's story. I'll see you guys next time.